Everyone, welcome to a new Legacy video. I am playing the deck that won the Legacy Challenge the other day, and it is Mono Blue Painter. We used to see Painter in the Mono Red version with Goblin Welder and Goblin Engineer, usually in blue, and you paired up with a lot of Elemental Blast already from the main deck. This is another take, this is another twist of it, and it is instead going for Mono Blue route. So you're not naming, but I mean, you might still name blue with Grindstone, sorry, with Painter Servant, because you go Force of Will, and you can pitch like a land to it, because the land is also going to be blue. It's a combo deck, if you those of you never heard of it. It's a Painter Servant chooses a color, and then with Grindstone, you mill your opponent whole deck, because the deck is of just one single color, so that's a 2-card combo, and you get help from lands and diamonds since you can activate the Grindstone for free, or you get help by Urza Saga because you can pick up the Grindstone. You have Emry to buy back your Painter, and then you have a little bit of the Mono Blue 8-cast deck with 4 Thought Monitor and 4 Thoughtcast. Haywire Mite is definitely the newest addition to the deck, as you are able to pick it up with Urza Saga, and you can destroy anything from like a Chalice of the Void to an opposing Urza Saga, for example. And yeah, then the rest of the deck is similar to the 8-cast deck. Spire of Industry is here because of Haywire Mite. And also, I guess, Plague Engineer in the side, which is kind of weird, but at the end of the day, you do have a lot of sources for it, because you have Petals, Mox Opal, and Urza Saga by turn 3. And same for Canonist. So yeah, that's the Kappa Cannoneer is in the sideboard for the white matchup. When I was playing 8-cast, I was not a fan. If you saw my 8-cast videos, I was never a big fan of Kappa Cannoneer in those decks because, well, it's just too slow against Delver and against combo. So like that's a big portion of the metagame. It is good against like, you know, the Maids of Ith deck or the Source Supplasher decks though. Good morning, the Broker. How's it going? Yeah, I can say it's a degenerate combo deck. Yesterday I played some vintage. I played the vintage PTQ that was like an 8-round tournament. So I had enough, I guess, degeneracy there. I played my Mono White Initiative deck. And today we are switching up format a little bit with Legacy. Later, I'm gonna be playing Blue Black Shadow again for Legacy because I think Blue Black Shadow is very well positioned right now in Legacy. This deck might be too. I mean, again, it just won the latest challenge, and I want to say it's pretty. It's a popular choice these days that that this deck is good against Mono White Initiative. We'll know. All right, I think I can go turn 1 Saga here. And I'm also playing those because of a Chalice of the Void on my opponent's side. I chose to keep this in. It might be a mulligan, but yeah, I like just having a turn 1 Urza Saga against most matchups, and then you play those. And you're not gonna crack the Bauble until you play your affinity cards. This is how you play the Baubles deck. There's 2 type of Baubles deck. There's the Baubles deck with fetch land, like Blue Red Delver, for example, or in Modern you have Blue Red Murktide. In Legacy, on the other hand, usually the Baubles deck involves some kind of affinity for artifact cards, so you don't want to crack the bubbles. Hello, Sangoon. Yeah, Blue Black Shadow is coming back. I think the Blue Black Shadow is good whenever Snuff Out is good. So if the metagame has a lot of creature that, you know, you're just happy to kill with Snuff Out, I think that's a good choice. Painter is being more representative because of initiative. Yeah, might be, sure. I mean, Painter is just a good deck. Yeah, the fact that Wasteland is maybe less played than ever, it could be a good thing for Urza Saga, because the initiative deck in Legacy does not play Wasteland, whereas in Vintage it does. Alright, Scalding Tarn. So playing against the Blue Fair deck. Again, the bubble also grows the the construct that I'm gonna be making here. Yeah, my sleep schedule also hasn't been the best since this morning. Woo, we got a sub. I forgot to turn on the sub sound. I'm sorry, the rocker. 8 months. Nice. Thank you so much. Ooh, Otawara. Strange. Strange to see another war there. I don't know what I'm up against. I don't know what I'm up against. Hello, Daniel. Alright, so now we just stop. Okay. I'm gonna grab a Mox Opal. Brainstorm. Sure thing. Oh, I can even get Pithing Needle. Although I assume my opponent is gonna fetch now. I play a lot of 8cast, so I'm very familiar with this strategy. Although I never play with Pithing Needle. So in my mind, it wasn't intuitive to me to get Pithing Needle. Although in this deck I have it, so it made sense in that case. I wanted to just get Mox Opal here. Oh no, my construct. Alright, rip. Now I have less artifact. So if I get Mox Opal, yeah, it's fine. I'll just still get the Opal. Because I can still cast a Thought Monitor here. Draw 2 cards. Oh, I should have played this. This was for free. Yeah, that was a mistake. That was a mistake indeed. That's okay though. I'll play Grindstone, which I could have been in play, and I could have played a Haywire Mite. And I'm passing. Yeah, that was a big mistake, because I could have cast this for free now, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. That's okay, I'll cast it next turn. It's not a big deal. Main deck Haywire Mite. Yeah, that's where we are. There was also a second copy in the sideboard. Although I cut it for Tormod Crypt because I think in the leagues a Reanimator is more relevant than in the challenge. So I think it's fine. Spice Lord. Hello. But it doesn't shuffle. Once again, we keep the bubble around because I plan on casting those Thought Monitors. Hello, thank you, the Broker and Spice Lord. Alright, so 1 mana, draw 2 for a 2/2. 1 mana Mold Drifter. Right, let's do it. Perfect. Let's keep on doing it. This deck, hold this deck 8cast because you draw a lot of cards. Drawing cards is very fun if you've never tried. Definitely try. And this is the time now for Mishra's bubble to be cracked. Fortunately, I haven't really drawn very well off of this, I don't know, many cards that I drew, but that's okay. Yeah, I think I'm just casting another Seed of playing another Seed of Synod and passing to you. Yeah, nothing to do. I'm just drawing to card in my opponent turn. Don't really have much going on, but if I draw a painter, I'll win the game, I guess. Not necessarily, though, because the opponent can kill the painter response. But it's great if I have a painter, because I name blue and then force, I can pitch a land to it. And, come on. I don't think I need... Oh, there's only 16 lands in this deck. I drew, like 8? Didgeridoo. You may put a Minotaur permanent. I think I have to counter Didgeridoo. Because I think like my opponent's combo deck is around this card, right? Because I put the Minotaur that like tutors other Minotaurs. I mean, as weird as it sounds, I think I have to counter this. Even if I had the Haywire Mite too? Yeah, I think so. It's like the only thing I have, but I think I'm gonna counter. See if they counter back. It's possible. Yeah, they force pitch standstill. Sure. They have 3 cards in hand. They pass. Wow. Draw. Painter, please. It's unfortunate. It's very fortunate. Say you know how I like to be critical about my decks, right? You know I like it. Let's just say that these cards are situational cards. They are good in a combo of 2 cards. Otherwise, on themselves, they're bad. So the more of these type of cards you play in your deck, the worse your deck is gonna be. Whereas if those cards were like, I don't know, a Sai or even a Kappa Cannoneer, I could have attacked and deal more damage. Or an Urza's Bubble. I don't know. So you know how I like to be critical, and this is exactly what I mean there. Okay, so my opponent hasn't used this. Does that mean I don't have to kill it? Probably. Yeah, I mean, sure. I'll pass, right? Like if they had it, they would have just done it last turn. Okay, they're doing something end of turn. Sure thing. Let's see what happens. They put this thing into play. At the beginning of each combat, up to one target creature attacks or blocks this turn, a Fable. Wait, what? At the beginning of each combat. Alright, sure. I'll kill this now then. I'm gonna say that maybe this deck is better against Initiative because the Initiative was good against 8-cast in my experience. So maybe, yeah, I think a combo is good there. Alright, so this thing should say that a creature must attack and a creature must block. So this one would. Can't attack or block. I have no idea what's going on. I'll just let my opponent do it. Gets in the zone, I have no idea what it does, and since I'm playing on Magic Online, you technically don't necessarily need to have an idea what the things do. Hogzilla! Thank you. Lots of subs this morning already. Appreciate the support. Are you playing the 3 mana picks left in Shadow? Nope. 3 mana, it's banned. You cannot play a card that costs 3 mana in Legacy. Unless you're playing like Ancient Tomb and etc. What country have you not been to and you want to visit? Well, I've never been to Africa, nor South America. So, eventually in my life, I will go to those parts of the world. Alright, my opponent decided, you know what? I'm going to main phase cycle a Shark Typhoon. Alright, they did it. So I'm playing against the Standstill deck over there. So Grindstone mills myself. I explained to you why. It's because I might draw an Emry, and then I might need a Painter Servant to win. Is that alright? It is. Let's take a draw. Mamma mia, ma che? This is so bad. This is just so bad. Spire of Industry is here because of Haywire Mite. Why is better than Seat of Brass? Because Seat of Brass makes you lose a life every time. This one does not. But yeah, I mean, I am a hater of situational cards. You know, my hate against card disadvantage situational cards. And hopefully this is very well explained now. Alright, I'm just doing nothing here. Because this is what this deck does. If you want to go to Africa, you should talk to Julian Nab. Yeah, for sure. I know. I listened to the Eternal Weekend podcast and... yeah, he's the Safari. Have I played Rose of Ephemerate in Pauper? I haven't, but I've built it in paper. I look at the list and I don't know how much I like it, but yeah, it's in my. You've been to Africa? Nice. Yeah, so it must be like okay. Let's keep a mill myself for same reasons. Okay, I milled 6 cards. Sure. Still no painter. Draw. Start combat. Mark Heron. Woo! Glad to see you live. Hello. 7th month. Oh, one must attack. Okay, I understand what it does now. At this point, I think I can also... No, that's fine. Emry can chump block, so I'll keep a milling myself. Alright, so go to 4. Well, I might die to... It's fine. I think I'll just draw. Am I dead? Not yet, right? I don't think I'm dead, technically. Because I can chump block. Because I have two creatures. One can chump block this thing. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I lost to Junk Ravnica Rare. Actually, what happened there. Alright, by the way, still didn't find a single painter in 36 cards. But plenty of grindstones. Mm-hmm. Urza Saga, Mox, look at that. Beautiful. A beautiful Mox. Oh no, they're bringing out a Force Bottle Shaper. No, 6 mana. It's missing one. It's cost 7. Oh, bolts. Alright, I died. GG. I died. Let me get some informations before dying. This must be that, right? When it or another on-token Minotaur enters the battlefield, you control make 3/3 Minotaur. Mamma mia. Let's see, let's see. Let's keep on getting infos. Let's keep on getting infos before the next game. VEEDEO. What is in the reserve list? Like actually expensive this card. I think in paper. Maybe even online. Alright. Awful first game. And let's cut the Shadowspear for a Dismember. And that's it. Because I don't want to put more bad cards into the deck. Maybe Solga Lantern can leave. Yeah, let's put another Dismember. So notably, this deck doesn't play any Chalices. Yeah, I guess that's a card that you can think like, so I'm giving up what to play those Grindstones? I'm giving up Chalice. And maybe Chalice wouldn't have won this game regardless, but maybe a turn 1 Chalice. Always good, right? Okay, game number 2. Sure, let's keep this hand. No Hydroblasts. That's good. Yeah, no, that's true. No Hydroblast. All right, I have a 2-card combo. I'll play this Bauble. Again, I don't have size, so this deck shouldn't really hold. Unless I'm playing around Meltdown, I guess. Yeah, Meltdown, that's fine, Meltdown. I can just crack the Bauble instead. Alright, let's start with Island. Island VEEDEO. Va bene. And I untap. Draw. Seat of Synod. Okay, so I can go Seat of Synod. And I can just cast this and just cross my finger for next turn. What's wrong with that? I don't think it's wrong. I mean, dice to bold, but like this dice to bold regardless. Oh, I choose blue. Yeah, I choose blue. I choose blue because I have Force of Will that I can pitch to anything. If I draw Force. If they just go Mountain Bolt my painter, I'll live with that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's fine if they've bolt, they bolt it till we move on. But if they don't, they win the game. I don't think it's a bad idea. Why not crack Bauble in your turn for Force? Because next turn, I want to be able to play my Thought Monitor. I need all these artifacts. So I have 5, so I have to start with this. Sorry, I have 4, I mean. 5 if I play the Seat of Synods. So if I play this, I can cast the Thought Monitor. Yeah. See, if I cracked my Bauble, I wouldn't be able to cast a Thought Monitor. It is really a lesson about how just not to crack these ever. Like Mishra's Bubble. If you play enough 8 cast, you know that. Yeah. All right, couple of Urza Saga. Now I think enough artifacts that although I don't really have anything to look for with this, so I'll just pass because I have only lands. Deck list. The deck list should send you to. This is the deck. Exclamation mark deck. Who's that? VEEDEO. Thank you. All right, let's bubble you. Yeah, ponder on top. Sure thing. Draw, draw. I have only one Dismember I added to the deck. It's probably bad. They got their didgeridoo there. Draw Mox Opal. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Alright, play the Saga. And let's attack, and then I'm just cracking a bubble. I guess I can bubble myself and then Grindstone. Haven't thought about that. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I knew I was going to play this deck. Here I am. Alright, I also played a Mopal. If they go Meltdown, let me bubble myself. What's on top? Otawara. Sure, I think it's fine. Okay, they're doing something with didgeridoo. Let's see what it is. Oh, look. 5 mana full. When it or another nomino took a minute or enters waffle, you make a 2/3. You pay 3. Alright, so I can play black, colorless, and play Dismember on this. Now, do I want to Grindstone myself? Do I want to draw that? Do I want to draw that Otawara? I don't think I want to draw that Otawara. I'll Grindstone myself and pass. Buongiorno, Sebastian. Otawara or Urza Saga? Sure. Draw? Not Otawara. I feel like I have 25 lands. Instead, there's only 16. I have an average of turn 4, 4 lands in play, 4 lands in hand in these 2 games. Out of my 16. 2 in the graveyard as well. Pretty impressive. Alright, so they ponder. They didn't shuffle, so they probably have another didgeridoo target there. What card am I most excited about the new set? I'm gonna say Minor Misstep. I think it's a very unique effect that, very, very rare. Okay, so Urza Saga make a token. I draw a Force of Will. Not the worst, not the worst. Then I'll attack with this monitor. So if I tap 3 to make a token, I'm just playing another Saga. I'm passing. I think if they play Urza Saga in their deck, they can't really play Meltdown, but maybe they do. We got early access on Arena. I don't play Arena. Okay, they activate the didgeridoo. Okay, what do they put into play? Another of these. This is legendary, so they pay 3. Means I'm actually gonna get Menace and Haste. Ay. I might die here. I might be dead here. Menace and Haste. Menace means I can't block you with my Saga. I gotta make a construct. So I'm gonna say that I don't have any more target for didgeridoo. Oh, maybe I should have made the token first. If I get Pithing Needle. I guess if I get Pithing Needle, maybe they name. Oh, Saga Lantern they get. Sure. And they exile my painter. Sure. But I can't pump this thing. So I'm just. I'm making a large blocker here. And you can't give menace to your creatures. Okay, nice. When Urza Saga is handling everything. Do I want to mill somebody? No, you know what? I don't want to, because they have the lantern, so milling myself I think makes not that much sense. And I drew, ooh, a Painter Servant. It was good I didn't mill myself then. Alright, so here, what do I want to do? Well, I'm just gonna float mana. Float mana, I think I just want to go off here, right? How much mana do I have? I have 1 in pool. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm just going to play a Lion's Eye Diamond here. Because I'll be able to go Painter and Force. And then thanks to Lion's Eye Diamond, win the game. So I'm going to get the Lion's Eye Diamond. I'll play the Ancient Tomb. And then I want to play this Painter Servant. I'll name Blue. So now I can force pitch. And then I'm just going to activate the Grindstone. Activate the Grindstone, target you. Let's not tap this Ancient Tomb. I'll activate the Grindstone, target you. Play Lightning Bolt. I can play Force, pitch Spire of Industry. Let's hope they don't have another Bolt. Alright, they conceded. Okay, good thing I won the game with the Painter this time. Am I cube to just leave the basic lens? Yes, of course. What about second Grindstone so you can activate twice? One problem is that opponent Force of Willed my Painter, I didn't have mana to Arcas Force and then activate. I think it was more likely that they Force of Willed my Painter. Okay. Now we won. Dismember is actually good against them. I don't think I want more. Shadowspear is probably good, yeah. Taking out Aether Spellbomb. I don't know. I already have 2 Dismember. I don't want too many removal spells. Yeah, Force is good when it pitches lands, I can tell. So Urza Saga can pick up the Grindstone, so we do have a combo. Although, I'm afraid that with hands like this, you just lose your lands and lose the game. I'm just gonna mulligan this. Alright, this hand is pretty redundant. I like it. I think I'm just pitching the... taking down the Grindstone. I don't always let the Grindstone resolve. I don't think I should be... Yeah. And if a Painter resolves, Force of Will can pitch to anything, remember. I'm just gonna land Grindstone. Play Bauble and pass. How many basics we have? Usually we have 40 islands and 25 of the other types. Yeah, it's around 700 sleeves. The cube. It's 540 plus the basics, plus the one if sleeves, I don't know, you lose sleeves to break them. Stand still. Yeah. Drop. Hey, I like Urza Saga here. Now the standstill sees Urza Saga and he's like, wait a second. Wait a second. You just played a, you know what I mean? I cracked this bubble. I think so. I kind of want to have a blue pitch for Force. It's so nice when you have the... they play standstill, you play Urza Saga. And now, I mean, in theory, they shouldn't have Saga, or they would have played it on turn 2. Like, what do they do now? They might be, but they might need to break their own standstill, which is never a good thing. Like, when it plays a card, I draw 3 cards. It's like a typical very bad thing of playing standstill, why it's like a card of the past, is that there's some cards that made you break your own standstill. And they played the Urza Saga, which is a pretty risky, pretty risky to play standstill in a matchup where your opponent plays Urza Saga. Even if they have a Shark Typhoon. You know, I'm still easily winning the race with Urza Saga. Hello, Snap Booster. You topate yesterday. What did you topate? Challenge. Very nice. Congrats. All right. Looks like Standstill is indeed a card of the past. Magic playing the. I mean, what just happened now? It just yeah. What just happened? This game tells you that you know yeah. It's definitely an obsolete card. But yeah. So we'll see. Never lived in Legacy. Oh, Mana's Rage actually. Yeah, it was a thing. I mean, yeah, the power creep this year has been large. Decks of the past. You can definitely tell. You can definitely tell when you get paired against the deck of the past. All right, let's begin. Round number 2 on the play. All right, that's a keep. Very good end. We have double threat on turn 1. When it can either wasteland this or bolt this. So there's a lot of chalices on 0, and this deck doesn't play. And this deck doesn't play with Sai, so I'm just jamming everything. In the past, so one of the reasons why I say that 8cast is not great against Mono White Initiative is mostly because of Chalice of the Void being on 0. Because 8cast is one of the decks that is a Chalice deck, but loses to Chalice decks. You know what I mean? Because usually Chalice decks don't care about 1 or 0. Wow. Okay, this is Painter on the other side. Great Furnace into Power Blast. It's Painter on the other side. And this is very tricky, because both players have Painter. Sorry, if one player's Painter counts for both. Okay. I'll go with my sagas. Spock Vida Loca. Thank you for the 2nd month. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You won a box of with Mana's Reg? Nice. What year was it? 3 mana. Goblin Engineer. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Grindstone off of this, probably. Unless I wanna get Pithing Needle on the Engineer. That might be better. I don't know, because I draw a card, so I'll decide there. They go Painter, and they go Soul Guide. Sure thing. Does nothing. I can Pithing Needle this, or if I get Grindstone in play, remember Painter plays for both players. My opponent might not know I am a Painter deck, though. We'll see, let's make this large construct first. Untap. Draw. Force of Will. Nice. The Painter probably names blue and my Force is turned on. I can also get Soga Lantern as well. I don't think it's a bad idea. My problem with granting Grindstone is that if your opponent mills your deck, and you mill theirs, it doesn't matter, because if you die, because you can't draw a card in your upkeep, you still die. So I think I have to attack the board right now. So I either Pithing Needle the Engineer, but I think I just rather Soga Lantern this, because I can then crack the Lantern to draw a card. Is it hard to start playing Vintage? Well, it's sure. Yeah, it's not easy, but yeah, I think you can do it. All right, so let's make a token, because I'm going to win this way. I'm going to just win by flooding with constructs. So that dies. I get the Lantern, I think. Yeah. I get the Lantern, I exile the Painter. I'll play a Seat of Synod, so I don't care about this Force. I tap for 7. I can make another token there, and then win the game that way. Needle Grindstone makes them lose. Well, they play with Red Elemental Blasts. so they can just vindicate any permanent. So I think just getting rid of the painter there, it's the safest. Because permanents are never safe against the painter. Okay, they drew another painter, so didn't go great. Remember, I guess I can go force and pitch anything. Funnily enough, I can suck this card. Yeah, they named blue, so I can suck this card, draw, and then I can force pitch whatever I draw. They passed. I mean, they can go Red Elemental Blast on my permanent now. I can also just win now. That's true. I think I want to put the focus on the constructs first. Get Grindstone now. Like, I mean, I think getting Grindstone here is nice. And then what do I do? I pay 3 and I mill you, and what do? You have to, like, Stone Rain or your own painter? I think it's good, yeah. So let's go Grindstone. Sorry, I meant Vindicate your own pair. Yeah. Let's go. Let's get Grindstone. And let's mill my opponent here. Now. Yeah, let's do it now, because I have mana floating. This is a funny screenshot for sure. Alright, something is happening. Yeah, they have to Pyroblast their own painter. I mean, might as well force, right? Might as well force, right, chat? Think so. Alright, I conceded. That's pretty cool. Opponent did not expect at all. What do you name in Modern to stop the Kiki combo? You have to name, maybe? Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe you have to name Snoop, actually. Yeah, I think this is my final screenshot. No more screenshots of this play, but it was definitely a cool play. Yeah, I would have forced. I would have forced there, but I don't think it mattered at that point. I think I would have won the game regardless. All right, Dismember is very good against them. That's probably it. Pithing Needle. Pithing Needle is not the best when it's both players. I just take out Painter. Yeah, the opponent thought we were 8 cast for sure. Yeah, nice game. What if I take out most of my painters? Just rely on my opponent's one. They could have sucked the Soga Lantern and then engineered the painter away. I don't know if you noticed, Breccheroni, that I had 3/8/8 constructs and my opponent was 8 life. Maybe you missed that. We play one. Yeah, exactly. Play one Lies that Diamond. I mean, I tutored it up at some point. I think. No, actually, I like it. I was gonna go ahead and cut Painter. I'll leave one only. Might be wrong. Might be a wrong choice, but I'm just gonna either hope that they do it or just be 8 guest. You did not notice that. See, in Magic, it's important to have a full glance of what's going on. Because if you just focus on one little thing and you miss the other thing, then you just die. 2 mana Painter Servant. Good. See, I told you it didn't matter. Opponent could have played a Painter. They chose green. Interesting. Alright, let's go. It's like against, I don't know, Show and Tell or against Living End. You The mirror match, I mean. Okay, let's go. Mopo, Petal, Siege of Synod, and Emry. That's it. That's my turn. I don't want to pay more than 1 mana to play Thoughtcast. 2 mana draw 2, bad. 1 mana draw 2, good. They must have Force of Vigor, sure thing. Force of Vigor me. We'll play artifacts before the land. Honestly, I just click them at random. I don't really have a plan. This is what I call the clicking the buttons. Alright, so I milled Grindstone, which is lethal. Okay. Oh, they have a combo turn 2. They have a combo turn 2. So if they mill me here, can I do something? So everything is in the graveyard. I can give flashback to something. It's too late. Yeah, I lose. Alright, GG. GG. Yeah, it's fine. I don't want Force of Negation. Turn 2 combo? Yeah. I mean, it's part of the legacy experience. The game finishes quickly sometimes. It's. I honestly enjoy fast magic. What if you had Eldrazi in your library? I'm saved. I'm saved. I don't die. In fact, this deck, if you can't rely on the mill plan against like 8 post, 12 post, for example. All right, I like this end. Opponent shouldn't play Urza's Wasteland, so I'm just going for the Saga plan here with Force backup. This is the 8 cast hand. Cause exerting of magic. So yeah, with Ancient Tomb, you're able to start off with turn 1 Saga, thanks to Ancient Tomb. Lotus Petal. And they pass. Okay. Good for me. As I said, I'm just relying on the Saga to make its tokens. I'll play Lazai Diamond, why not? Just grows my construct. So if they have a shock, it doesn't work. Token, I make token, I get Mox Opal, and then my Thoughtcast is online already. Maybe even Thought Monitor, we'll see. Okay, they have 2 mana. This card is huge. The only reason why these decks work is because of Urza Saga, I think. 3 mana, Magus of the Moon. Alright, that one kills the Urza Saga. So I'm gonna Force, and they don't play Force. Now the question is, what do I pitch? Because Urza Saga, I have 2 artifacts, +2, plus... I think I'm pitching the Thoughtcast. Thought Monitor is a 2-2. I like a 2-2. I think this game is a game where I will attack, so having a 2-2 makes sense, I think. Alright, I drew the Mox Opal, so I'm tutoring up something else. What do we tutor up? I can tutor up Haywire Mite and blow up the land. I think it's a good idea. I won't be making a... I guess I can use the Lion's Eye Diamond to get the 3 green. Maybe it's a good idea. So I play land. I play Mox Opal with ability on the top miser in the stack. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. So I'll play land. I'll hold priority. I'll play this with ability on the stack. I float 3 green. Yeah, and this resolves. Okay, and then I destroy this land. I played those guys, makes the construct 7/7, so it's lethal next turn. Really, I can even bubble myself here because I have Grindstone to mill myself if I don't like the card. Yeah, I think it's a good plan. I have a Spire of Industry. Yeah, I don't want to draw that. I'll mill myself. Okay, I'll pass. I have 14 damage in play next turn. Metallic Rebuke. Wow, nice draw. Nice. That's clap. Haywire Mite, aka Stone Rain. Or rather, Sinkhole. Okay. 2-0. You could try to Fate Seal the opponent. Yeah, that's true. I can also Fate Seal my opponent. Good point. Round number 3, I'm on the play. I keep. Unfortunately, I can't play turn 1 Saga with this hand. But I'll play Emry instead. And pass. Staring Darkness, thank you. Thank you for the support. That's 6 months. Alright, Caracas, so they bounce my Emry. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You're up. Ooh, Mishra's Bauble. That does nothing. It does nothing. That's okay. I'll play another Emry. This is basically a Shadow Port now. Because remember, milling yourself doesn't matter. I'll keep all the bubbles there. I don't need to draw anything. I already explained why you need to keep the bubbles with this deck. Because you need to help your affinity for artifact cards, as well as that Mox Opal. Emry, Akastone, Rain. Well, let's just say Rishadan Port. I think Rishadan Port is a more proper name for it. Alright, opponent goes with the initiative. And this is a mechanic that is rather new, but it's been very dominant in Legacy. I won a Magical and PTQ with this archetype the other month at this point. And yeah, very good archetype. You can for sure find some YouTube videos of it. Okay, they should be scared here because we are threatening lethal already next turn. But I think I'd just rather make a construct. Because, you know, the White Initiative deck does not enjoy playing against Urza Saga too much. So I'll just pass here. Yeah, Mishra's Bubble helped the construct tokens for sure. Grab Lion's Eye Diamond. Well, I don't have Grindstone if I grab Lion's Eye Diamond. We'll see. Don't necessarily have to make a plan right now. Right now, let's just focus on keeping the yeah, the constructs. You prefer mechanics like Initiative or Monarchs? Well, Initiative makes the game end fast. I already explained my love for games that end fast. I mean, the Monarch is dragging the game often too low, too slow. I don't know though. I mean, they're fine. This is clearly pushed mechanic because it was not designed for one versus one play. They didn't even know what they were like. Lose 5 life. They didn't even know what they were doing with one versus one. You know, that's the reason. The underseat is a fine mechanic as long as you just balance this thing. All right, sure. They have plow, so yeah, that's okay to me. I don't like commander if I like fast games. Yeah, yeah, man. It depends. Like, it's fine if some games are slow, but no, I don't like when every game is low. Sure. Like a construct. I'll tutor up a. What if I tutor up a grindstone here? I can definitely combo. Well, they could have solitude, so let's just take it slow. I'm not even in a rush. Let's just take lines like. Well, I think lines like diamond here. No, I'm just taking grindstone probably. Yeah, I just take grindstone. Then I will play another Mox Opal. I play Emry and pass. Definitely GG doesn't exist. We're playing a format with plenty of free spells. So I just keep making the construct. Because, like, you really. Yeah. I have to plow one construct. I have to make 3 more. I got 13. The tomb will put me to 11. But now I can make a construct, and that's going to be a 6/6. And I still have those bubbles here. Those are 2 cards that are sitting here. You plow my construct again. I'll make a token in response so I gain 1 more life. And I tell you, it's really important to play this Emry every turn because this is a Rishadam port. I have 3 cards in hand. Think about these bubbles. I think I'm gonna save them there again. Draw for turn. Haywire Mite. If I make a construct, I think I'm gonna make a construct and grab Lines I Diamond here. And then just attempt to win. Because if they have a Solitude for my Painter, I'll still have a construct. They have 3 cards. Let's see if they have a Solitude. They don't. Alright, GG. In this game, so you remember the first game where it was very critical of my deck, showing the weakness of a card like Grindstone in the first game. In this game, we have to show the strength of it. We just drew 1 card, Painter. We tutored up the Grindstone with Saga, and we were able to win a game that we would have not won if we were playing 8-cast, most likely. So, you see, here, the reason why this deck succeeds right now in the meta game is because the Mono White Initiative built itself to be cannibalized, playing cards like Sursu Plowshares instead of Chalice, and so on and so forth. And so, like, it's weak to a combo. Hello, Nomagao. No strong thoughts? No strong thoughts. You're free to do anything. Okay, so against the initiative, I'm gonna bring in Dismember, a maybe Borrower, Certainly Kappa Cannoneer. What do we take out? Yeah, not Borrower doesn't seem great. Take out the Soga Lantern, the Haywire Mite, the... Well, I don't know. I don't know what to take out. Maybe the Grindstone? Maybe some copies of Emry? Emry's great. Let's not touch Emry. Like, best card in the deck. Even in its worst case scenario, it was still fine, right? Pithing Needle? It's so nice to have all those cards in the main deck. It's so easy to sideboard. One card to cut. Maybe a Rebuke on the draw. Lam. Lam. I keep this hand. Urza Saga is very good against them, and I can activate on turn 2. I basically just the lesson for my for me playing 8cast in the past was that I just keep every hand with Saga and Ancient Tomb. Like Saga Ancient Tomb plus literally 5 random cards, I'm keeping it. If I know I'm playing against a deck without Wasteland, which my opponent is. I'll play the Petal because they do play Chalice. Maybe they just have them in the sideboard, but I'll still play the Petal. Again, no sign in this deck to justify holding the Petal, whereas in 8cast you do. Talia? Oh, Epsilon Adventurer. Okay. No Force of Full on my side. Again, I chose to keep a hand that was, very land heavy, but that's okay. I believe in the saga. Love. All right, more sagas. Very nice. That forge it up. Okay. Let's take 5 here. And let's start making constructs. As early as turn 2. They passed. Nice. I guess they have a plow. Solitude, pitch solitude. Wow. Oh, nightmare. Gain 2 life. Ooh, they touch it. I see. Interesting. Now my opponent is gonna get a solitude end of turn. End of my turn is gonna get a solitude. And I draw Mox Opal, which was the card I wanted to tutor up there. I guess I'll play Kappa Cannoneer here then, because they can't solitude that one. Can I make a token? Then I get like anything. What can I get? A Shadowspear, for example. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can play another Ancient Tomb and cast Kappa Cannoneer. And then my opponent solitudes the construct and I gain some life. Or I keep the Kappa Cannoneer. Maybe that's the best. And then I just play Saga instead. Alright, yeah, let's just float mana. Shadowspear. Shadowspear. So 1, 3, 4, 5. So I can play Saga. No, I'll play Mopal, actually. Because I don't want to crack the Petal. But then it will be a 6/6. This being a 6/6 is nice because I can block this thing. So if I play this... Yeah, I have to play... Okay, I think I have it. Or I can play 2, but I keep it 2. No, let's play Saga. It's difficult. Or I can play Seat of Synod. Post... 1, 3, 5. I play Kappa Cannoneer. It's a 5/5. Then I play... Yeah, I think I want to play Saga. I'll use the Petal. And then I'll play the Opal. Yep. Okay. So, Kappa Cannoneer is a 5/5 now. And then I play Mox Opal, and it's a 6/6. And now I can block the White Plume Adventurer. End of turn. Opponent gets the Solitude in. Cannot kill this because of Ward 4. And then I have a 6/6 to block with. And they have 1 card in hand. They can't plow or do anything to this thing. And it will probably just win the game. But we'll see. I have a Shadowspear plus this. Usually it's a lethal combo. We'll see. Sorry it took me a while, but I hope I figured it out. Defeating Silence, sure. Why? Why? Why people love these cards so much? Oh, so I have 1, 2, 3 artifacts. That's fine, right? I just go Seat of Synod, make this untouchable. Let's say keep this thing. And gain, I don't know, 8 life, and then we just win the game. You gain 8 life. I guess I can actually make a construct, which will make me gain 1 more life. Yeah. I get the initiative, I get a basic, and pass to you. I'm at 15. Alright, opponent played their spell, and they play Seasoned Engineer. Sure. Okay, so it looks like... they played it wrong, though, because they can't get to the last chapter now. If they attacked me first, they would have got to the last chapter. I would still die to Kappa Cannoneer, though. GG, opponent. Alright, the 2 sideboarded Kappa Cannoneer are good enough to win the game. Ooh, we do the double. We do. I guess I can both kill my opponent with Kappa and mill them. AKA the double lock. What would you rather die to? The Grindstone Painter or the Kappa Cannoneer? Alright, 3-0. Adds a pizza. Adds a pizza. Yeah. So let's put this rule out there for the people for the lucky people that get to listen to me now. Card disadvantage enchantment like that are not playable in Modern Magic. They are a thing of the past. You cannot spend 1 mana to put a thing down. That's just bad. That's just bad. You'd be like, oh, but what if I lose to combo? I don't know. It's just... That's fine. You accept to lose the combo then. Yeah, first mill them down and then attack. Which cards are you talking about? I don't know, anything. Feeding Silence, Rest in Peace, Leyline. I mean, maybe Legacy Leyline is fine just because of Black Red Reanimator. But, you know, Feeding Silence doesn't even beat that. In general, just whenever people ask me about, or I see in the sideboard cards like those, I'm always like, no, just... There's just so many good cards. Like, why do you have to play cards like that? Just stones. Stones that are card disadvantage. That all they do is just they limit your opponent to play their spells, but they will still play them. Round number 4 against Guy. Alright, can we get Saga? I didn't draw Urza Saga, which is unfortunately sometimes it happens. Sometimes Urza Saga isn't in your opening hand, and then you keep. You know that your draws will be weak. In this case, this hand looks like a pauper hand. Put mulligans to 5. I'll start with a very threatening start of Seat of Synod Shadowspear. Ancient Tomb and Pauper? Well, I mean, it's not necessarily Pauper legal, but like Seat of Synod, at the end of the day, it's an Ancient Tomb for Thoughtcast. I'll put a mulligan to 5 and start Land Ponder. That's the dream. I thought they were playing a combo deck. Is it just Blue Red Delver? We're in the 3-0 bracket, so we probably paired against Blue Red Delver. Like in the 2-0 bracket against Initiative, in the 3-0 bracket against Blue Red Delver. That's nice. And they don't shuffle. Mm-hmm. Okay. Draw. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll play Ancient Tomb. And I'll play a Thoughtcast. Draw 2. I chose to play Ancient Tomb because if I draw like a Grindstone, I can cast it. I'll play another Thoughtcast. With the Affinity thing, you get to spend 0 mana on that. Kura, thank you so much for the 4th month. Welcome, welcome. I think I don't want to play Painter, so I'll just play Thoughtcast again. Alright, there it is. That's my Grindstone, so let's play it. And now I think I want to crack the Bauble, because I think I have enough artifacts, so I'll just crack the Bauble. Okay, that was my nice turn 2. That was my nice turn 2. Have you played Delver in Legacy? Yes, I have. This deck looks fun. You wonder how much it's worth in paper? Well, it's Legacy, so it's very expensive. But, don't tell Wizards I said this, but there's this thing called proxies. Most people accept them. Draw. Okay. Well, let's begin with Emry. She's, So I can also go Ancient Tomb, sorry, Painter, grind you, but I think it's bad. I think it's bad against Bolt, which is likely my opponent I have. As much as people dislike the M30 thing, of course, like I didn't bought anything or whatever. I mean, those are just not tournament legal card. Yeah, it's not proxies. There's this tiny difference between the one that you print at home and the one that they print. I understand it's not great, but okay. This deck is not so much. Sure, sure. I mean, it's still like it's still if you have no legacy cards, it's still too much. Nice. I tell you, see they force pitch days. I tell you, Emry is just such a big threat. Also, this tells me that my opponent doesn't have a bold. Does not have a bold. Um, just play. I mean, I think I play another one. I don't, but I don't want to play the painter. I don't want to play the painter. Do I have Lens of Diamond in my graveyard? I don't. But having two Grindstone makes me be able to maybe draw a Lens of Diamond and then win your response. Sure, sure. I'll just have 6 here. Go ahead. Yeah, I can play the painter. They did it in a force, but I think this is best. Okay, so they have 3 cards in hand. And attack. I remember the Mulligan 2-5 this game. If they let me untap with Emry, I'm gonna assume they don't have a Lightning Bolt, so I'm just gonna go ahead and win. Yeah. Or at least attempt to win. Yeah, I mean, I put Mulligan to 5, and we won the die roll. Alright, Delver, Delver, Delver. So we don't bring in these cards. Maybe I bring in Dismember for Force. Nah, not really, because they have Meltdown. I'd like to remove the bad 1 mana artifacts that die to Meltdown. Maybe I just do this 3 and 1. Yeah, let's go. All of you, what's up today? All right, my hand is whatever. I don't mulligan usually when I play Magic. Okay, the mulligan to 6 instead. Mm-hmm. And they pass. All right. Draw. I'll start with Otawara. I can pass. Okay. Playing around Meltdown as much as I can here. Crack a bubble. Pass. I don't want to play Grindstone because of the meltdown. Okay. Mm-hmm. Draw. Nice. Very good draw. Although remember they play Regimental Blast, so definitely have a lot of a very reactive hand for sure. Also very brainstorm art. Um, Actually, normally I would just say first edition and anything, but I like the Mercadian masks more than the others, than the Ice Age one. Where is it? Kill the Channeler. End of turn. Take 4 is a lot, but yeah. All right, let's just play a bunch of things here. So I have 6 artifacts. No, should I have 5? I'll play the Grindstone. I have 6. I'll equip and pass. I don't want to crack the bubbles. Is this a meltdown? Nope, an expressive iteration. Sure. It was turn 3, but yeah, could have been turn 2 if I drew this card earlier. Like this deck is like that. All right, you have Wasteland for my saga. Makes sense. Makes sense. Buongiorno. I'm gonna crop the old snuff out. Okay. Now crop both bubbles on you and me. Ponder and me. Dismember. Okay. Draw. Want to make you play Legacy? Well, so I know they're gonna flip, so might as well just do this now and pass. Hola Bastida. Hola Zeb. You draw your ponder. Not gonna counter it. That one I could have countered. But I didn't click. I didn't click on this because I thought when I was going to cast ponder. That's unfortunate. I really should have countered this one. Uh, yeah, at this point, to counter this one. It sucks. It really sucks because I wanted to counter this, but I clicked OK too quickly. It's unfortunate. Enter. Urza Saga. I'm glad I countered a ponder now. Because I'm gonna outclass easily the Chandler if they don't wasteland the saga. This is how you beat worse. Raw. Okay. I think I want to mill you in upkeep because of Grindstone. Sorry, because you kept the card on top with a Surveil. So I'm gonna do that. Let's see what it is. I think I should have tapped the artifact lands. It was a, I don't know, either a Murktide or a Borrower. I think I'm happy with the play. I got my opponent information. You should always play with your opponent's information as well as yours. All right, put me to 8, and I hope they don't have the meltdown, because that would melt me very much down. Yep. So that's a 7/7 draw. Draw. Now let me take a quick glance at my sideboard because I think. All right, you snuff out the construct. That's okay. You'll go to 10. Land in the graveyard, and what this one does. And then bolt in the graveyard. Alright, so that one resolved. Now draw for turn. Let's see what's in my Thoughtcast. That felt too good. If it was like a lightning bolt, it would be much worse. Alright, here I think I'm just taking the Aether Spellbomb, because I don't have Soga Lantern in my deck. Now I'll Thoughtcast. Probably top the Opal, but okay. Whoa, that's nice. Such a good draw, Thought Monitor. Such a good draw. They might have run out to Blast, but their mana base is so clunky. 2. Sure thing, let's keep him drawing. Let's keep him drawing. I guess I'll go for a Opal. How much I've drawn this turn, I don't know. I don't want to know. Let's keep drawing. Um. Okay. Land. Mox Opal again. And then I'm going to keep the Thought Monitor. And pass. Yeah, I don't know how many spells I've played this turn, but that's certainly a lot. Grindstone only works with Painter, and you can bubble yourself. Iteration. Oh, Meltdown for 1. Ay, ay, ay. So here I could draw a card with the Spellbomb, hoping to draw a blue card for my Force of Will. I think that's my plan here. Rather than bouncing the construct. Wow, Blood Moon. Yeah, I think so, right? I think I'm just drawing a card. Because if I bounce, what do I want to bounce? No, I just draw. I just draw and hope to get there. Draw a card. Blue card, please. Blue card. Nice. Oh, I hope I win. I have to attack, I'll block, and then I'll equip this and win. GG. Never didn't have it. Well, I drew how many cards I drew last turn? I don't know, 6 plus 1, 7. 7 cards in one turn. Insane Goon. Thank you for the 4th month. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Couldn't have bounced the monitor. Wow, that's true. I could have bounced the monitor. Then I would have died to a. I don't know. I guess yeah. That was the best play. Oh, for sure should have bounced the monitor. I don't know why I didn't see it. I guess because I'm bad. But it doesn't matter because I drew the card. Do 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 do. All right, all right, all right. Play land and pass. If they have Mystic Sanctuary, I can even build the top card. I even thought about bouncing Thought Monitor just to save it from just to draw 2 cards. I don't know. So I thought about it. I don't know why I didn't think about the fact that it was a blue card to pitch. Strange how my brain works sometimes. Looks like they have another meltdown here. Oh, maybe a Murktide I want to chump block with. Yeah, Murktide actually large. I think I'm just milling my opponent with Grindstone here. They have 32 cards. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Alright, draw for turn. Artifacts? No. Okay, so it's not an artifact, but that's okay. I think I still offer the trade. Yeah, I still offer the trade. Play the Emry. Keep the spear and pass. No, they had a bolt. Really? See, if I bounced my Thopter, I would have died to Lightning Bolt. Because it was a 7, taking 6 down to 1. Not that I calculated the risk. I'm just, hindsight. 17 to 2. I've gained plenty of life this game. And I'll mill you for 2. You never know how this game can go. I mean, the next turn. No? I guess I gain life at that point. Right, right, right. Then I pass. Yeah, 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 for sure. Mill you. Mill you. Whoa, we milled 6 here. Nice. We milled 6. Nice. You're up. Well, even the red we got. Okay, here's the saga. I'll put in 17 cards. How much do I mill this turn? Well, the stern I can mill. I can mill. Oh, never mind. I only have 2 stones. Never mind. Yeah, I mill the 2 grindstones that I have. I made a 3rd grindstone in my deck, right? I didn't. I only cited out 1. So yeah, I can pick up another grindstone. Wait, I have 4? I left in all 4? That must be wrong. Anyway, I got 11. Gaining 20 life this game helped. Ooh, they went for Murktide. I'm dead next turn. I'm dead next turn, unfortunately. It was a good game, though. It was a good game. GG. Well, my opponent has 10 cards in the deck. I have to be extremely lucky in order to in order to mill them out. That's my only out, right? Yeah, I think so. All right, so in your upkeep, I'll mill. Oh, we mill 4. They have only 6 cards remaining. What are the odds? What are the odds? All right, only mill 2. GG. Ha. One turn. One turn too many. One turn too many. One turn too many. Manaja. Exactly lethal with 3 cards in the deck. Maybe if I started earlier to mill. I never mill myself though. I always mill them whenever I had them. Where I never had the time to mill. I think I want to take out another grindstone. I want to bring in something else. Pithing Needle Wasteland isn't the worst. Kind of sucks though. No, let's not do it. Soga Lantern. Hmm. Yeah, let's bring in a Force of Negation. Third Kappa. Kappa. I think it's bad against any red limit to blast deck. Discard. It's good against Mono White Initiative though. Let's go keep. Hmm. So I'm gonna go Lotus Petal, Urza Saga. Then you click on Emry. It costs 2, and you use the blue. And this present double threat on turn 1. So they can't Wasteland and Red Elemental Blast. I mean, they could have Force and Wasteland, but it didn't happen. So we will be either getting a Saga activation or an Emry activation. Hello, PDH. Sure. Draw, Tomb, pass it back. And again, Urza Saga plus Ancient Tomb is an amazing start. That if the opponent has to like react with something like Wasteland or Meltdown. Well, earlier if I had Soga Lantern in my deck, maybe I would have tutored it, yes. Yes, I think earlier it was good. When I tutored up the Aether Spellbomb, I think it was better to get the Lantern if I had it. No Wasteland, please? Alright, that's fine. Draw. Play Thoughtcast. aka Divination. Seat of Synod is basically an ancient tomb, but it adds one colorless, one blue to these decks. And also pumps the construct. These lands are banned in modern for crazy. This has been some very great start for me. Like going turn one Emry Saga, turn two make a token, turn three construct. All right, opponent tries to waste. Ooh, my blue mana. Okay. Hmm. This is my cyber card. Could have been a grindstone. Four cards in your hand. Probably gonna Metallic Rebuke anything you cast, honestly. It's a good old 3 mana leak. Alright, they pass it back. Wastelanding lands that aren't Urza Saga, it's so risky on their side. I mean, maybe they have a reason to do so. I think I'll pass it back. I don't want to play Emry. They just go bolt end of turn, iteration. If this is a borrower, what do I do? This is enough. Okay, Mystic Sanctuary tapped. Interesting. Draw. Okay. This thing costs 5, so I can cast it. So I just play an Emry, dice to bolt, whatever. I pass the turn. I can actually consider Force of Negationing the Aligning Bolt here. But I'm not going to do it. But I have considered it. Yep, I'm not going to do it. Let's see what their next play is. Oh, is this a Murktide? Now I wish I Force of Negation. Because Emry plus Thought Monitor is a quote-unquote lock. But of course, they can just kill me thing. What do you think of Snuff Out in Delver? Never tried. It can't be too wrong, though, right? I think it looks fine. How much does this cost? 4. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so they have 1 card in hand. Draw 2. Hopefully there's a Saga among them. There isn't. Ooh, nice draw, Aether Spellbomb. What's on top of your deck? Ah, Expressive Iteration. That's good. That's good. Draw off a bubble. Let's see if there's a blue card. Yes. Huh. Yep, I think I want to counter the Expressive Iteration. I'll chum block. And I'll counter the Iteration. Hello, Jill. I'll force. I'll force. Do I not force? Yeah, Force of Negation, of course. It's free and it exiles the card. Oh, melt down for 1 instead. I guess I have to force this one. Alright, you can see the 1 card and it's an expressive iteration. Alright, so draw. Draw. Petal. Okay. So I have to play Bomb. I have to bounce the Merc. And that's it. I don't really want to play Painter. I'll hold this in hand. Okay, that's from the exile, and then I can play Murktide as a 5/5. Okay. If I draw a Grindstone, I win the game, so we can do that. Or not. Do I play Painter? Yes, because I can name blue, and then Force of Will can pitch to Petal. Sorry, you understood. Petal can pitch to Force of Will. I have Dismember in my deck. 3 copies that can kill the Murktide. Mm -hmm. Alright, so I'll go to 7. Delver of Secrets. So this is lethal. I think I have to let this resolve and just hope either it doesn't flip or I have to keep Force to counter the... Yeah, same thing. 1 card left. I have my outs in Grindstone, in why choose blue? Because Lotus Petal can pitch to Force of Will now. Draw. Grindstone. Shadowspear. Well, it's not Grindstone, so we still in trouble. We're still in trouble, but assuming the Delver doesn't flip, we can survive. Yeah, you can. Okay, there goes enough out. Wow, it went to 5 life. Okay, so we go Force, pitch Lotus Petal. And they go to 3. If they don't flip, I'm not dead, because I'm on 8. If they flip, I lose. Let's see what happens here. Delver. Oh, drum roll. They don't flip. All right, we keep on living. We keep on living. Opponent is at 3 life too. Do I have mana for Grinding Station? Huh, good question. Yes, because I can attack and gain 2 life to activate the tomb. I go to 3. Okay, they draw, probably land. I take my turn. So what are the outs? Let's focus on them. Grinding Station. Dismember. Dismember's not bad. What else? Plot Monitor. Alright, are we focused? I'm focused. Let's draw it. Grinding Station. Force of Will. Alright, that'll do it. GG opponent. It's been a pleasure. A very nice match. Very nice match. Always fun to play against the blue decks in Legacy. Let's go. Final match against Molimo Maro. That's a magic card, if I'm not mistaken. You can name Island with Pithing Needle, but you just can't name... oh, wow. They're both in my hand. I guess the deck listened to me while... the deck listened to me while I was talking, and they gave me Pithing Needle and Grindstone in the same hand. Okay, the Mulligan to 6. Let's go. Ooh, nice draw. Yeah, I can go Ancient Tomb. Uh, Pithing Needle. I name Wasteland. I mean, I guess it depends on what land they get. I still name Wasteland. Name Wasteland. The Grinding Station. I'll play Mopal, and now my Metallic Rebuke is active on turn 1. Brilliant Flawless Trend. Alright, I'll take a turn. Ooh. It's not active yet. I'll place it to Synod, which will once again give me 2 mana for the Thoughtcast. See what I draw, because if I draw enough counter magic, I can just... Yeah, I can even play this Painter. It takes 5 mana to combo here, so I don't have that. I only have 4. Force of Will, pitch to Fairy Time Reveler. Oh, I really want to draw 2 cards, so I'll counter. 1 mana leak. Draw 2 cards. Okay. I'll play Painter. I'll choose blue and pass. I don't necessarily want to pitch Urza Saga to Painter. I think if they just plow, I'll let it go. If they just plow, I'll let the Painter die. Because I don't want to force, and then they plow again. I guess maybe I can do it. I can force pitch Thoughtcast. Because there is a Saga. Yeah, you know what? If they plow, I will force pitch Thoughtcast. Then they plow again. Ah, but that's so annoying if they plow again. No, okay, I changed my mind. I don't want to plow. I don't want to force a plow here. Okay, they Boseiju the Grindstone. Boseiju cannot be forced. Interesting that they chose Grindstone instead of Painter, as I can tutor up the Grindstone with Saga. Maybe they need the Painter in play so that I can force pitch lands. I pitched the Fairy earlier to force. Blue green, Ice Fancoatl, va bene. Card is not very good in Legacy, I think. Let's start by drawing 2 cards. Nice. How much these cost? 3. Yeah, I don't lose this game when I draw like 1 million more cards than my opponent. Um, 8cast is very happy to play against. It's very happy to play against the. Wait, I paint. Whoa! I bubble my opponent and I saw Painter Servant. What? What piles you got there, dear opponent? All right, that's the Grindstone. I mean, this is a colorless combo. You can build like any deck with it. Mishra's Bubble looks good in blue. You play Mana Maids. Players can't cast spells that share a color with the spells more recently cast this turn. Players can't cast spells that share a color with the spells that most recently cast this turn. So if I just go untap, play Grindstone, I win. Right? I just untap, go Grindstone, I win. So they choose. So everything is blue. Players. I even touch my opponent here. Draw. Okay. Let's play Grindstone. Or they concede. Alright, so I have no idea what's going on. That's fine. I'll take out Pithing Needle. I'll take out... I just think I'll Pithing Needle. I'll leave in the Spellbomb. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, Kappa Cannoneer is for Mono White Initiative mostly. That's how I beat them when I got paired against Mono White Initiative earlier. They went turn 2 Initiative, I went turn 2 Kappa. And everything is blue for him. Ponder doesn't shuffle. That card was Mana Maids. Alright. Let's go Seed of Synod, Grindstone, Petal, and pass. Grindstone go. Okay. So I have 3 artifacts in play. Let's start with a Thoughtcast. Okay, let's play Haywire Mite. Let's play Thoughtcast for 1. Because I use the Petal for both Affinity and Blue Mana. You want to do it again or play Emry? I think I'll play Emry. In Red Painter is a very common deck. Force of Vigor. No, no, no. No. Okay, Brainstonks. $65 cast. Alright. It worked. I'm glad. And I pass. Remember when I went to the professor to learn community college to play Pauper, there was a time where I had to sacrifice a Lotus Petal for a Thoughtcast to create a little bit of confusion. So the way it works is that you can count the petal for affinity for this, and then sacrifice it for blue. That's how that works. Alright, black, green, blue was that Leovold. I don't know why. I thought in my mind, black, green, blue. Is that Leovold? Buongiorno, Afri. Okay, let's go. Let's see if I draw a... Issue 2 would have killed my opponent. What can Emry flashback here? Remember, I can't draw cards. You know, I want to start with Dismember the Leovold, because that's too good. Does that work? Okay. I can play Bauble. I'll draw 2 cards. I can cast a Painter Servant. I think that's very nice. And then I'll have... I can cast a Painter Servant. and I'm blue. And then I sack the Bauble, and I have Force Pitch. Think it's good? Thank you, Wishcash. Appreciate it. How's it going this morning? I hope we're closing up on a nice 4-1 with this mono blue painter deck. Oh wow, they're forcing. Wow. That's forcing artifacts when I have Emry in play is a slippery slope. No, as a, like, how can I say? Yeah, it's tough, but I mean they had to, right? They had to. Draw. All right. This doesn't count as a blue card without painter in play. One card in and only. Prismatic Ending. Teferi. Okay. What do you do with it? Bounce the Emry? I think so, right? Yeah, nice that my Haywire Mite is able to kill the Teferi now. A nice little 1-1. Look at this. Ooh, and there's a Saga too. And attack. I'll play the Emry. I'll play Saga. And I pass. I said I was not a painter believer. I didn't really like the mono red version, but this one has Force of Will. Any deck with Force of Will is viable in Legacy. You've acted Force of Will now. I don't. Oh, I had. If I cast Emry off of... Oh, I did. Yeah, you're right, Chad. You're right. Yeah, that's true. I did have Force active. Yeah, Merfolk's definitely viable. Because registering a deck without Force of Will is always very scary in Legacy. Alright, they go Shuffle. They have 2 mana. They have 1 mana. That's fine. I should be able to win here. I Painter in my graveyard. I'll just untap. Play Painter. Win the game. This was not my hardest game ever, let's say. Zakete. Zoom. GG. Oh, finally a person actually got milled. They didn't concede first. Thank you, opponent. I guess they wanted to show the world their deck with featuring mana maze. Alright, we got a nice little 4-1, losing to a very close match against Blue Red Delver, where maybe I could have played better, but I think I don't really have regrets about this league. I think it was overall well played. Yeah, this could be maybe definitely. I think this is a better choice than 8cast right now because of how just 8cast suffers. Not that this deck doesn't suffer Chalice. I'm not saying that, but this deck suffers Chalices of the Void against the Mono White Initiative deck a lot. Whereas this one, you can get around it by combo killing your opponent in that matchup in particular. Oh, that was used, Vice Lord? Very strange deck you played. Good games, good games. Alright. Thank you so much for watching this video on YouTube. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share the love for the Legacy videos. Have a good one, everybody.